And in big news coming out of athletics, still on Tobi Amusan, we've now been told that she's been charged by the Athletics Integrity Unit for an anti-doping violation on Tuesday. Amusan has been charged with alleged rule violation for missing 3 medical tests in the last 12 months. The case has been put forward to an independent disciplinary tribunal under the World Athletics, who will deliver their judgment before next month's World Athletics Championships in Budapest. She reacted to the AIU's charge on Instagram with a post that said, "I'm a clean athlete. I'm regularly, maybe more than usual, tested by the AIU. I was tested within days of my 3rd missed test. I have complete faith that this will be resolved and in my favor, and that I will compete at the World Championships in August. In the meantime, I ask that the media respect my privacy while I address these allegations in the upcoming arbitration." Well, I'm glad to say they've got very experienced athletics journalist Dari Essant joining us on Afrosport now today. Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, let's go to this very, very quickly. And I think what the big question most Nigerians will be asking is, and I think everyone was probably slightly scared when she first started to break those world records. But as the days passed and no news about any doping violation came through, Nigerians started to feel a little bit more confident, especially when you consider that Blessing Okagbare, who also threatened to be a major force in the 100 meters, had all this drug scandal around her. How did this situation, you think, come about?
First of all, we need to clarify something. She has not failed any drug test. She has only failed the whereabout test. So we need to clarify that so that we don't compare what happened to to Blessing Okagbare, to Grace Nwokocha, and to Divine Odudu. We don't compare the 3 with what Tobi has done. Tobi's case is merely a whereabout failure, which is also an anti-doping violation, I must add. And she has the chance to prove that something happened that maybe on the part of the testers, that they didn't do enough to locate her where she was. Because the way it works is Tobi is in the international register testing pool, so that means it's the AIU that is in charge of testing her and 7 other Nigerians, because there are actually 8 Nigerians that are on the international testing pool. So there's a whereabout form you fill every 3 months. Within that 3 months, you can update. For example, if you're in Lagos today and you have to go to Abuja tomorrow for something that is urgent, you need to update your whereabouts form that you'll be traveling to Abuja tomorrow. And what is more important is where you are staying overnight, because most of the time they come early in the morning. For 1 hour in 24 hours. That means they need only 1 hour of that day that they are coming. And it's a little bit complicated. Complicated in the sense that it is a no-notice test. So it's not as if you are expecting somebody to come and knock on your door tomorrow. They can come at any time. And that is why, as an athlete, more than she was before becoming world champions last year. So that is what has happened.
All right, for you though, does the amount of the actual missed tests, does that play a huge part? Is 3 in this context a lot?
It's a lot. When you miss the first one, that means you have to be extra careful. I remember in the lead up to what happened to Blessing, she has already missed 1. And that also plays an extra focus on you. Because for you to have missed a test, there will be that feeling that, are you hiding something? Then they will come for you regularly. And I think that's what has happened to Tobi in this case. Apart from being a world champion and a world record holder, the fact that she missed the first one, then the second one now followed, they will be mad serious. They can test you today, tomorrow they come again and test you. I think there was a time they tested her twice. They took urine in the morning, then I think during a training period, they took the blood, because part of what you are going to give them in your whereabout form is, first of all, your overnight accommodation where you'll be, then 2, your training schedule. I'm going to be at the National Stadium from 10 in the morning to 12. If they come within 10 and 12 and you're not there, forget it. If a minister comes and he drags you to a press conference, it's not the fault of the minister. It's your fault, because you should be able to tell the minister, sorry, okay, I can't leave this place. So that is as serious and as complex as that. And so you need to be extra disciplined and you need to be extra cautious, because it's not all those who feel whereabout tests that are actually using drugs.
All right, so let's also look at all the opposites of this divide, the extreme side. What is the worst that can happen if all this goes in a bad way? And should we be worried, basically?
Definitely, she'll be worried, and I think this didn't just happen yesterday. I must confess, it's been known since she ran in Lausanne. I was aware of it before Lausanne, and I was shocked that she could run 12:47 in Lausanne when she knew she had that weight on her shoulder. And look at what has happened between Lausanne and even yesterday. She's been improving. 12:47, 12:47, 12:52. Then she started improving again. 12:34, 12:35 yesterday. It shows a mental, how do I put it now? The steel in her mentally. Because a lot of people have been asking, if they even pass a positive judgment before the World Championship, wouldn't that have damaged her and whatever? And I said, I don't think so. Because this is not new. It just didn't happen yesterday. It happened like 4 weeks ago. And that she's been dealing with them, offering explanations and whatever, before they formally charge her. Of course, they will say we don't agree with your explanation, so that's why they will not charge her. Then this is now, she has the time, she now bring in a lawyer, and that's why she requested for an independent arbitrator. That's the way it follows in doping. So mentally, I think she's ready. I think she feels she has not done anything wrong. And I think if she's freed before the World Championship, we can be thinking about another world champion, because as it is now, she's our surest, I don't want to say only, but she's our surest path to getting a medal at the World Championship.
All right. I wish we could go on and on and on, but one final question though, and I know that you're not a part of the athletics integrity unit, but what does your gut feeling tell you about this case? You think maybe she'll come out of it, or do you think it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that?
I can't remember an athlete that has come out of it. So that's the fear I'm having now. I remember the Coleman case. I remember this Nigerian Nazared. I can't pronounce that name very well. I don't know. The Nigerian 400 meters world champion in 2019. You know, she had this whereabout failure too. In fact, 2 of those failures happened in Nigeria when she was enjoying herself at Oriental Hotel. So it happens. As an athlete, you can't over-celebrate. If you're now, for example, and you are drinking and you are drunk, you are just wasting your time, because if they come, whether you're in a drunken state or whatever, it doesn't really matter. The fact is that they've come to where you are, where you say you'll be, and you are not there. That means you have missed the test.
All right, thank you very, very much for talking to us, Darius, esteemed athletics journalist. We will definitely be talking to you as the day goes by and as this issue transpires. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.